Hello, is Haikal bin Rasul Hamidi. I will explain to you part 1. This is the circuit 1. 24-volt flow through load 1 and load 2. Both of the LED will turn on. Load 1, load 2. Push button 1 is pressed. Push button 2 is pressed. For circuit 2, IN1 and IN2 combined becomes N0. This is the same as IN3 and IN4. IN5 is load with its initial instruction for every round. IN6 and IN7 becomes N load. IN1, 2, 3, and 4 becomes O node. For circuit 3, if the buttons are not altered, both of the LED lights up. If PB1 is pressed, then the first load is connected to the output. Same goes to PB2. For circuit 4, Y2NTO becomes N0. 24 volt did not flow through timer. YO and XO becomes N0 and timer is set to 60 seconds to measure the current. That is all from me. Thank you.
This is the part 2, the hydraulic, and this image shows the initial condition of the system. With the use of 5 two-way valve with spring return attached to the both sides, when the valve is pressed to the right, the piston with the double acting cylinder moves to the left. As if it moves to the right, no air is being compressed into the system. Next, as we can see here, when the 5 two-way valve is being pushed into the left, the airflow to the piston causes it to move right, and acting will be repeated if the action is repeated simultaneously. That's it for part 2. So, what is piston? This is an example of a piston. Okay. Piston purpose is to transfer force from expanding gas in the cylinder to the crankshaft via a piston rod. So basically, the piston is to transfer force, and there will be gas filling in this area. So moving on, this is a 5 nth way valve. 5 two-way valve is a 5-port with 2 position valve that will put a fluid or air into one end of a double acting device and is allowing the other end to vent to exhaust. 0 differential or solenoid valve that can operate under 0 head pressure. So, this in this simulation, we use a double acting cylinder. What is double acting cylinder? Double acting cylinder is used where an external force is not available to retract the piston, and it can be used where high force is required in both directions of travel. So for the part 2, pneumatic, we use 3 two-way valve. So there are many 3 two-way valve. 3 two-way valve are two states of the valve are open and closed, and when the valve is open, air flows to the inlet and to the outlet. When another valve is closed, air flows to the outlet. So the valve is actually opens and closed at the same time.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Arif Irfan bin Muhammad Zahid. Kali ini saya akan buat video tentang, saya akan explain tentang circuit pneumatic part 2, nombor 1 dengan nombor 2. Okey, kita pergi kepada screen recorder. Okey, ini adalah pada mulanya udara tidak boleh mengalir melalui silinder kerana ijab berada dalam keadaan tertutup. Apabila Swiss 1 ditekan, ombor ini akan bergerak ke kanan dan pergerakan ini membenarkan udara termampat untuk masuk ke saluran udara ijab untuk mengawal pergerakan ombor. Okey. Apabila ini ditekan dan A2 ditekan, piston akan bergerak ke kiri. Pergerakan ini akan membenarkan udara termampat untuk masuk ke saluran udara ijab untuk mengawal pergerakan ombor. Apabila ia ditekan lagi, itu ditekan sekali lagi, ombor akan serentak bergerak ke sebelah kiri. Okey, sekian.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Satari Kamsalhi. My metric number is AA171707111. So my assessment is to discuss the part 3 for this assessment. So this is for part 3. So if Z1 button is being pushed, Y0 will receive current flow, and you automatically push the pump through the single acting cylinder and push the cylinder out. If Z2 will push down, the cylinder will revert back, and all the system will turn off automatically immediately. So this is part 3, question number 3, the second part. So this is the answer. So if Z1 is pushed down, the pump will automatically push the cylinder out, because when the Z1 is being pushed, the CR2 and Y0 will receive a current flow, and it will immediately this contact relay to being closed, contact relay 2 for stay close, because coil relay 2 receive the current flow. So if we push Z2 button, the pump will push back the cylinder in, revert the cylinder back. It is because Y1 and CR1 receive the current flow. So the contact relay 1 will mainly close because coil relay 1 receive the current flow. So this is for the third. This is for part 3, the third question. So this time we use timer. That's supposed to be delay for 60 seconds, but we'll delay for 5 seconds to see the result. So if this program start, so where the timer where the LED, the inductor light is turned on, and the second and the third will turn on, because after 5 second delay, the TM1 will make a contact at the third line. So it will activate the 5 second delay at timer 2. So the TM2 contact will make contact and light up the last bulb. So if we push button 1, the system, the current flow will make a loop current flow in a small area on first line. As you can see, if the contact is the coil relay 1 receives the current flow, it will make contact on the contact relay 1. It will be closed as normally closed. So if we push button 2, it will start again the process at the beginning. The time 1 5 seconds, and the timer 2 5 second delay, and so timer the TM2 will make the light bulb light again because it receive the current flow.